guys. So, my hair. I feel like legit like a beauty queen. Cause my hair is so large, but it's manageable and it's really soft, and I'm really in love right now. So, this hair is from a Amazon store, not AliExpress, Amazon. Which I equate kind of with the same difference in my opinion. It's just whatever. So it's from Amazon from a company called DFX. This is what my bundles came in. I am rocking their Brazilian body wave, which I'm sure you guys probably guessed, judging by the pattern that I have. And I'm rocking 4 bundles of 22 inch. Add to this Toy Story sweater that I... Really? So this Toy Story sweater that I am rocking like such, I just wanted to wear like some really big hair and a very oversized sweater. It's from Forever 21 and it's from their Toy Story collection that I'm assuming is out. I'm going to assume that it's out right now due to the simple fact that it was a lot of these left when and a lot of they had like crop tops and one pieces. So yeah, anyway, to my hair. I'm rocking 4 bundles of their Brazilian body wave. But I am also rocking a 360 of frontal that was not, unfortunately, given by them to me. But this is actually from Hot Beauty Hair. Each bundle is 100 grams, which normally people do not put, especially more like AliExpress, Amazon. They really don't put that many grams. So it's good to know that. So that means that if you are doing your hair by grams, you'll know how many you would need versus just kind of guesstimating. Would you need 4? I have 4, and I like how thick my hair is. However, it is not heavy by a long shot. It's quite light, and it could be because, you know, I have the 360 on, so maybe that's why it doesn't feel as heavy, because usually I doubled the backs, but I singled all of these, and I got them to fit. So, 3 would probably be the most for the average person. If you are dramatic like me, then 4 to 5 will definitely suffice for you. Just depends on how you're feeling. And their bundles, they carry from 8 inch, which 8 inch on me is a bang. So unless you plan on like making like a 27 piece and then cutting it, okay, but they go from 8 to 30. So they pretty much will cover everything. They ain't got 40. They might get 40, but they don't have 40. But 30, if you're trying to be long, even 28 is quite long. So they can definitely, they're kind of a one-stop shop. And they carry everything from deep wave to straight. All your usual suspects they have. When I received my bundles, they were very soft. They're still very soft. I've had no shedding at all with these, aside from after I went ahead and cut my hair in a little bit of a layer. This is the only thing that I received from this. My 360 frontal is straight. It's not wavy, and the hair is wavy. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and kind of mesh the two, which I didn't mind in this because, see, I have this, I just put a little layer in the front and then let this stay where it was. So after I co-washed this hair, I let it air dry. I went ahead and I used the air dry method, and I went ahead and used these, which obviously not these, but I get these from Sally's, and I just go ahead and take 4 big sections after I do the wig and put these back in and let them dry around this so it can go back to this. So if you ever get hair, and of course when you receive body wave hair, when you take it out of that S pattern, then it's going to give you this pattern. But sometimes when you do wash it, what ends up happening is you end up having to go back, and now you have to curl it. Only thing I curled was the frontal, not the hair. The hair is still in its original state, so it hasn't hit any heat whatsoever. 360 frontal goes, of course, all the way around the back. So if I wanted to, I could take this, which I'm sure you can't tell. I could take this and put this in a ponytail if I really wanted to, because it goes all the way up underneath here. Now, I will say this. As far as the frontal goes, it's really nice, and I don't mind it at all, as opposed to the other one that I'll review. As far as this hair is concerned, it's really, really nice hair for the price that they're charging you for. I feel like this hair it reminds me of my US based bundles, meaning it could be the same vendor, it couldn't be the same vendor, I don't know. But the way that the craftsmanship of the wefts were very different from what I'm used to. Usually they're single wefted. These were also single wefted, but I think these were machine wefted. I don't think these were hand tied. because they were a little bit harder to get the needle through, which I prefer over hand tied, due to the simple fact that sometimes with hand tied, depending on who you're getting it from, a shedding issue could become a really big problem. The customer service with the company was really nice. They were very understanding. They understood that I am quite busy, and I told them, in a certain amount of time, but I also have to make sure that the hair is something that I personally can stand by and I really like before I get on camera. Because a lot of times, and what I'm dealing with the company right now, is they want to send you the hair and a week later they want to review, because they're scared that after a month of you playing around and testing the hair out, that the hair is going to go to and they're going to kind of be exposed for trying to do the crash and grab. Because usually what happens is when you do companies and their hair sucks and people start doing videos that their hair sucks, they just change the logo, they change the brand. And I'm really speaking for like more of an AliExpress brand. They'll just change the name of their company and then have people review for that and then don't say anything. So right now I'm going through that with the company because they were being very impatient with me because I had run into some issues with their hair. But this company did not give me those issues. They let me test it out. I bleached it. I did not bleach all of this. Of course, I did a strand test because I don't like to bleach my body wave hair, only because that bleach will suck this nice lusterness of this hair all the way out. So this is what it looks like close up. And it all blends, thank God. Great combination because it did exactly what I wanted it to do. As far as putting this in a ponytail, I get what the 360 is, and like, mind you, this is the first time I've ever worked with one. And it's been the new hot thing. The only thing about these that I really just don't like is the fact that after you take, it's one, trying to figure out how to put this on a cap is like MacGyver. You have to figure out how you're going to put the cap on, to put the frontal on, to put the bundles on. And usually you would think it would be very simple, but it's really not. In order for it to fit your head, I feel like I made this one a little bit on the small side as far as the back goes. For me to be able to actually tape or glue the back down, it's still a little further up than I would like it to be. So I still probably should have left a little bit more lace right here to go ahead and slick this part up and then glue this down. But still, this, like anything else, would need some plucking. Because again, when I received the frontal, it was already kind of pre-plucked. It's still a little bit fuller than I would like, but it doesn't really bother me in this state. If my hair was straight, it probably would look crazy. But it does blend with the hair very nice. I like the hair, personally. It hasn't given me not one issue or one problem. I've never heard of this company, nor have I ever worked with them. But I will say that it keeps its body wave, as you can see. It's still there, because usually after a while these ends, it don't do this. This is non-existent after a while, and then you have to go back and keep doing the flexi wrap method. But I feel like I gave it, because it still had a wave in it. When I washed it, it did not go flat on me. It did not go straight on me. It definitely still had a wave in it. It just wasn't that wave. It was more of a regular wave. But because the hair is forced to be in that body wave, of course, when you wrap some hair around a barrel, then eventually it's gonna be a curl, so it's the same difference, but just not using heat. This is more of an affordable option for this particular look. This look might run you, for the 4 bundles that I have, and then probably the 360 frontal, you probably would be paying up under $400, where most people's frontals start at $200 to $300. So if you want something that's like, I wouldn't, now let me just say this, I would not bleach this hair, not because of the whole S-shape pattern, just because I just don't feel like this hair could stand up to being bleached. And this hair had no smell when I got it, but I have a sneaking suspicion that it may have had a little bit of treatment to it before. I don't think it's 100% virgin. I didn't see that it said virgin when I looked at the link, but I don't know as of right now. But I don't think that the hair is virgin. I think that it may have been treated. Maybe it was steam treated to stay like this. But sometimes even then, if you put too much color on something, it's just going to kind of wipe out the luster of the hair. It's going to wipe out, you know, the entire integrity of the hair. And then you're going to be kind of left with just flat, kind of crunchy bundles. And if that's, you know, if you already on a budget, Don't try. That's what I always tell you guys. If you're on a budget and you're buying hair from AliExpress or even Amazon or eBay, wherever you're getting your hair from, and you know you don't have the money like that, don't try to do 60 things at once. Please don't do that. Don't go and buy some hair like this and then you bleach it to a 4 and then you put a color on it, and then 2 months later you go ahead and decide I want to be my hair to be black again, and then you put a black rinse on it, and then 2 months from, like, you're doing too much for something that is really not made for you to do all that with. That's why the price variance is very different depending on where you get it from. It's a reason why some hair is cheaper, as it's a bit of a shortcut, you know. It's the easier alternative to something that's much more expensive. So be mindful. What do you plan on doing with it? Because if you plan on wearing your hair straight all the time, then there's no point of buying this hair. It's not. Because even if you want a wave, sometimes even with your own hair, if you flat iron something that is originally in this state too much, it will be straight. Then you're gonna, you know, a lot of people want to complain, well, my hair doesn't curl up anymore. And it's like, because you're literally burning the pattern out of it, whether it was a fake pattern or it was a real pattern. Regardless of the fact, you're still burning it out, and that's a big issue and problem. So be very mindful of what you do and how you treat hair when all is said and done. Proper hair care always plays a part in what you do with it. Because I find it very funny how after a month, sometimes, of people having hair that did, you know, it was completely fine and it was no problem, and then you start to wash it and you're not putting the right products in it, then you just start to say that the hair is bad. And it's not that the hair is bad, it's that you didn't take care of it very well. And that's usually the problem. So I always tell people, keep hair. I used to be one of those people when I used to buy my bundles to say, I want hair that can do everything. I want hair that's straight, that's all of that. And this hair is great in its natural state. But if you want some straight hair, then I would go buy some straight hair. Okay, you know, if you want some wavy hair, I would get a separate unit for some wavy hair. And at the discount that they're giving it to you for, I think you can pull up a little coinage, you know. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I really do enjoy the 360. I just have to get used to them because I'm not wearing my hair in a ponytail, and because I do wear about 4 to 5 bundles, it's hard to get a very slick ponytail with so many bundles. So I'll go ahead and play with it, but this was my first time working with one, and I will say I quite enjoyed it. So I'll catch you guys in my next one. Peace.